Hi guys, so, Boss Mun, What the Buzz, did a Mun video, and I decided that I wanted to do one, so my friend Serena sent me some questions. She wanted to know what most frustrates you about your muse, specifically meaning Norman. I guess the fact that he's such a little shit, probably, and the fact that, like, his muse is really fickle sometimes. Like, I'll just hit a blank where I don't know how to respond to somebody, and it's really annoying, especially when it's like somebody that, like, I know how he should respond, but for some reason it just doesn't come to me. I don't know if he just leaves or if he just gets drunk and passes out or something, but sometimes Norman Muse just doesn't want to work with me. And next one is, if you could change something about your muse's personality, past, relationship with other characters, would you? Talking about Norman or Lester. Lester, I wouldn't. There's really nothing about Lester that I would change, because, like, Lester's relationship with everybody, whether it be Norman or Daredevil or even his dad, has a lot to do with who he is as a person and who he is as a character. So I really wouldn't change anything about Lester, and I wouldn't change anything, like, about his personality or anything. I can't really say I'd change anything about Norman either, except if I had my way, he would have won the Siege of Asgard, which, according to the what if issue for that's just as, like, it's actually worse when he wins the Siege of Asgard than if he loses it, so that's total. Best trait of your character, specifically Harry, open to any other muse. I think, like, the best thing about Harry, actually, is how good of a liar he's becoming. Like, he's not even specifically lying, but the fact that he's able to hide the fact that he has venom for so long without Norman or Ares noticing is, like, I think that's really good for him. But then again, you gotta figure that Norman doesn't really pay that much attention to him anyway, so there's that to consider. I would say that the best trait of Norman, saying that he has any traits, is you have to admit that Norman is driven, and he does come up with good plans, and he knows what he wants, and he goes and he gets it. The problem is that he goes into overdrive and does too much, and then he just crashes and burns. I mean, I think Dark Reign is a very good example of that, and I just got a haircut, so I can't stop playing with my hair. Least interesting trait of your character, open to any of your muses. I think one of the least interesting things for Lester, which is funny because it's also the most interesting, is that sometimes, like, the way Lester just aggressively goes after anybody, it actually gets a little boring, depending on, like, who it is, because sometimes, like, you just don't click with another character. And sometimes, like, I kind of fall into a rut where that's the only thing I do with Lester, where I'll just have him, like, be stalking or attacking, like, people like Janet or Felicia Hardy or Daredevil, and sometimes it's just like, I want to do more than that, but I get in this rut, I don't know how, but I guess that might be more me than Lester. And which one of your characters has the best appearance? I don't even know, I want to bang, like, all of them, so. What do you think of your town? Oh god. I fucking hate Anderson. There's nothing here. It's just fucking rednecks and nobody knows how to fucking drive. Oh my god. You should hear me in the car, like, I'm one of those people that just, like, yells and screams and cusses people out and calls them an idiot, because I just can't help it, because it's not so much, well, it is the way people drive, but the thing that really aggravates me and, like, gives me road rage is that, like, I've almost been hit so many times, and I've almost been rear-ended. Like, there's been at least, I would say at least half a dozen incidences within, like, the past month where if I wasn't paying as much attention as I was, I would have gotten broadsided, I would have gotten rear-ended, somebody would have taken out my front bumper. I mean, people cut across lanes. Just tonight, I'm going to pull into Walmart, and I'm coming up, this way, and the turn lane is this way, and it's a green light for me, for, the 3 lanes of traffic to fucking go, and some asshole cuts across the red light and just speeds through the intersection and runs the red light. Like, we had to sit there and wait on this guy. Like, don't even get me started. What's your dream house? Anything that's not here, really. We're actually looking at a piece of property, and, like, it's nice. It's actually a duplex, so Mom and I would have 2 separate places. It looks really nice, but we haven't actually been able to go down and look at it because it's out of state. If you could live in any state, country, where would you live? Maybe cliche, but I actually really want to have an apartment in New York City, or like maybe if not New York, some sort of city, because I've grown up in like a small rural town where there's fucking nothing, there's nothing to do, it's like horrible. So I would really love to like be in a city and be around people, and plus cities are fucking beautiful. I mean, they're also really nasty and gross, I know that, but still, buildings are cool. First fandom? Oh, Jesus. I was in fandoms before I knew what fandoms were. God damn, I don't even know. Like, I think in recent memory, like, as far as, like, being in fandoms on the internet, I think Red vs. Blue was really my first, like, fandom where I made an effort. That didn't last very long. That was the worst mistake ever. 0-10, would not recommend. Name the first funniest situation, real life or online, that comes to your mind. Oh, jeez. I can't even think of one right now. I'm so tired. I don't know, the only thing I can think of is Norman making the comment to, Greer earlier. You don't have to be so catty. That was amusing. Favorite color? Purple. My walls are purple. You can see. Favorite eye color? I'm not really, like, eye color it depends on somebody's hair color, like, what really makes it stand out. I don't really care. Your favorite stuffed animal? Probably... Where is it? Hang on. I can't find it. Probably my Dalek plush, but I can't find it right now. That means I'll probably roll over on it in the middle of the night and hear, "Exterminate!" Favorite possession? Aside from my computer, probably, like... Sorry, I'm looking for roaches. We have a budding infestation. It's terrifying. Probably I guess either my comics or, like, my books. That kind of stuff. Have you accepted D-Man and Adam as your favorite characters? Yes. It's such a shame they died. What frustrates you most about your muse, Norman Harry? I already answered Norman. I think, well, actually, the thing with both of them and why I'm not on Harry more is that role-playing, the aspect that Norman and Harry have, is actually, like, really triggering for me sometimes, because I don't know why I didn't think of it when I was doing the account. I was just thinking, wow, I really want a Harry for my Norman, so I just did it, but I guess that's the reason why I haven't really gone into it with them as much as I would like, which makes me sad, because I really want to use Harry. I fucking love Harry, because nobody else will. But yeah, sometimes, like, the abuse aspect, the mental and emotional abuse between Harry and Norman, that can be really triggering for me. I guess that's really frustrating, and like I said, why I'm not on Harry more. Do you ever have trouble keeping up with any of your muse's personalities? Yes, fucking Frank Castle. God damn. My Frank account is like, and it's just so dead. I keep saying I'm going on hiatus, but really, I like never get on him. My Frank Muse is rarely active, and I think that Lester Muse and Norman Muse jumped Frank Muse and like have him tied up in the back somewhere, and where I can't get to him or something, because God, Frank is just so complicated, which is weird. I used to be able to get to Frank like that, but for some reason lately, it's just been really hard to get into Frank's mindset, because Frank is a very complicated character. He really should take Tony up on that offer for a shrink. Favorite thing about your muse, Lester Morbius? Probably because Lester's just fun. Like, sometimes with Lester, I just want to virtually beat the shit out of somebody. I know I also said that, like, that's kind of the thing that makes him a drag sometimes, but usually I just have a good fucking time on Lester. And Morbius, actually don't know, because I haven't really fleshed Morbius out that much. I keep forgetting I have Michael. Poor baby. I guess the whole living vampire thing with Morbius is kind of fun, and the fact that if you go with, like, the current Marvel Now run, Morbius has a really, like, dry-ass, sarcastic sense of humor that I think is just fucking great. Like, he's not even trying to be funny, it's just the way he responds to things and stuff that's just great. Have you accepted the red flag as your Lord and Savior? No, fuck Red Team.